Oh boy. Well, like I haven't streamed in a million years. uh, Let's see a boy. But I have no boys. I'm out of day. Could be better, but it's okay. I have finished my drink. Therefore, there shall be no guessing game today. Doggone. Alright. What are the plans for today? What do you mean? What do you mean what the plans are for today? Do I usually do something like out of the ordinary when I stream? Do I lay out what I'm going to do today? You want to watch a Holly video? Do I on the stream? I didn't plan on it. I didn't plan on it. I actually plan on playing the game because I didn't play the game off stream. That's why we asked what you had planned. I mean, I would assume that you would think I would try to play the game, you know? I'm not a just chatting streamer. If I wanted to just watch videos, I would at least put that in my title. Like watching videos with chat or something. But you know. However, the first thing, can we do that? Not today. Definitely not today. For 500 points. What's 500 points? What? Play a master song. Yeah, I'm looking at the channel points. There's nothing that says send a link for 500 points. Look, if it's something like Love Live related, that's like doing that tier list thing, that wasn't a big deal. But like watching videos is something, I feel like watching videos is like a different thing. I feel like. Especially because I kind of, my setup for this game isn't, like the way I set up the stream for this game is not really set up for doing that. I have no idea what my desktop audio, like the volume is, and I would have to like switch my headphones and everything. Yeah, I have to make sure the game doesn't go to sleep and like. I mean, if it's like a short video, like I can probably, it's probably not a big of a deal. But if we just want to watch videos for like a half an hour, then that's something else. Okay. Because I have the layout for like Google Chrome and stuff, as you've seen before, but I would have to figure that out first, especially the audio part, because I can't hear how loud it is. Only half an hour? I mean, Holly's Ball is 48 minutes. I said if we were going to sit here for half an hour, I just used it as an example. But I'm just saying, if we were going to sit here for a longer period of time watching videos, then that's something else. Then I would have to make sure I have that set up right to be able to do it. Alright. So, the first thing that I was going to do yesterday is, you already know, I'm going to blow these 3 Scally tickets and pray. I'm going to pray. Okay? Oh yeah, I think I have, I think I saved, yeah, I saved these for stream too. Although I'm not going to get anything good out of this, I already know. This will be the daily disappointment, as I like to say. My favorite part of the stream. Of course. More sticker fodder. Dude, that's actually the bare minimum. Like, I feel like the game doesn't even try sometimes. I wish I could scout in this, but that's paid only. I don't know why they did that. Are you crazy? What else? So there's this. Not this box for a birthday, because their birthday is next week. He's like, was it Thursday or Friday next week? Yeah, it's Thursday next week. But then, I saw this one coming a mile away, dude. But then, they put this out too, at the same exact time. I'm like, well, I'm just screwed, because I don't have enough gems to do this. And even then, it's not like it's a box. If I scout here, I have a chance to get one of the two. Chester, you really... Okay. First of all, his name is Chester Cheetah, sir. Excuse you. Second of all, why is that her name for you? Why do you call her blonde number 4? No, he's actually Cheeto. Does that mean I can eat him in that case? If he's an actual Cheeto? He's just an edible mascot? You put him in a door lock? Are you talking about that picture? Picture with the Cheeto in the door. Dude, how do I only have... What happened to my scouting ticket? I could have sworn I had more than 3. I don't remember what I used them on. I'm like, you can't even paid scout this box. That kind of sucks. Dude. What's in here? Just all Niji, that's it? 925 score points. That's nothing. Good lord. That's nothing. Dang. Wait, let me... that can't be right. Wait, let me see. Let me see, can I, like... Can I, like, find out what her skill is? At, like, the max level? I don't think this is this website not update? Oh, here it is. Never mind. God, I hate the fact that I missed that iCard. I hate that they did that so much. I want that iCard. Alright, the max is every 23 notes. 52% chance to add 4,425 score points. That's not that much. Honestly. Yeah, it's not all of the Niji birthday cards have score points on them. And they're all like a low amount. Not that much. They're not like a crazy amount or something. That Rena card might be better. Dude. I don't know about this. Well, I mean, I would just get I wouldn't even use the card anyway. I would just get it because, you know, I like Hinata in the first place, but... Dang, dude. Did you have to do her like that? She does not deserve that. We're in that card site? What card site? I use two different God. Bro. I use two different websites for this game. Just wait next year and get both. Yeah, but that means I gotta have to scout for 2 cards. Bro, Tomodachi? No, that's... The website I'm using right now, no. I only use that website, really, to, like, keep track of my cards. That's what I mainly use the website for. And to get, to get rips of the art. That's really the 2 reasons why I use that website. And just like store basic information about my account and stuff. What's the other site? I can send it to you really quick in the chat. There you go. Yeah, if you want to like get in depth of like the stats and stuff, like the skills, all that type of stuff, this website will tell you what the skill is at whatever level, including if it's boosted, including if the skill is boosted by another skill, because like there's cards in this game that, you know, increase the level of the skill past 8. And you can see like level 16 what their skill is. So this website is very helpful for things such as so, you know. If you want to like team build, you should probably use this website. The other website, I would say, you know, is more like Squad Tomodachi is more like keeping track of your cards, I suppose. Like, if you want to keep certain parts of your account information, etc., etc. And that's a good place to do it. But they don't provide, like, they don't tell you too much. Like, they show the skills on the website, but it's only level 1. It doesn't go more than that. It doesn't show you the stats at each level. It doesn't tell you, like, what the skill is at a certain level, stuff like that. So, yeah, checklist. Import. What? Hey, what is this? I have no idea what that is. Anyway, you found a sick Hanamaru card. Why is she sick? She should not be sick. That's not good. All right. Well, how is this looking? Actually, dang, that's nothing. Shoot. They're really doing my girls like this. I can't believe it. Oh my god, that's not... Wait, what? Wait a minute. How much does Kasumi have right now? Did I just get a notification of your stream just now? It even said it went live 15 minutes ago. I don't know. Ask Twitch. Okay, this, oh god. Well, actually, wait a minute. Is she better than Kasumi? Wait, let me see. I wonder. Search. What? Why can I not type in there? Where's Kasumi on this website? Here it is. I don't know actually. Wonder if this Chisato card is like slightly better. I would have to invest in the card. That's the problem. That's all I have to do. I don't know. It might be decent actually, compared to the Kasumi. But it was sick because it was like for every 20 notes, there was 19% 5 stamina at level 1. Might be one pace with Ninja Nico. Was it a cool card? Because I think I have that one. Wait. I think it's, was it this one? It might have been this one. Because this one has like the stamina thing. This had a lot of stamina at level 1 for some reason. When I pulled the card, it was her in the kitchen. This is the like the Valentine's Day looking card, like the pure card. Is that what you're talking about? That's in the shop, right? It should be in the shop right now. I remember seeing it in there. Which I have debated if I should buy it or not, actually. Because I actually don't have that card. I don't have that card. I can actually buy it right now if I wanted to. But if I buy it, I will want to use it. So that would mean Kasumi will get kicked off the team. If I buy it. I'll tell you what. I'll do one paid scout and one scouting ticket here. I'll use the other 2 scouting tickets. Like, for Kanata. I just had it lying around. When I showed Holly, she was like, use it. Alright. Time for more disappointment. My favorite. Really? Come on. Really? Really, game? You couldn't have flipped that to a UR. You couldn't. Well, that other Maru. What other Maru? Dang, dude. The game said yes and no at the same time. The Maru you showed? Well, it's just a limited card, so it probably should be pretty good. Disappointment number 2. Okay, that's the wrong rarity, okay? Same girl, but wrong rarity. That was so weird. What was? Huh? What are you talking about? The art when she popped out an envelope and the card art was different. Yeah. You know why? Do you know why? Because, yet again, K-Lab was lazy and put the cards as screenshots. But here's the thing. You can't make screenshots transparent like that. You cannot crop the screenshots because they do not look good. They don't look right. At all. So that's a cover-up for their laziness. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. How do you crop this? How do you crop this to make it look good in game? You don't. You don't. Okay. So you know what they had to do? They had to put in the basic art of the character instead, because they decided to be lazy. I like the fact that they can clearly make URs and SRs with some nice art, but they just skipped out completely on the rest of them. I don't understand. Like, I would have taken what Niji had. I'd rather have what Niji had with, like, different sprites, but, like, just different outfits. I'd rather take that than screenshots, dude. But, yeah, there's no really explanation they could possibly give. If they say, like, oh, we didn't have time to, like, make cards, well, you should have just delayed their release until you had the cards. What kind of excuse is that? Like, nobody told you to rush them into the game. Like, they're not in All-Stars yet. You're clearly not rushing in All-Stars. Because guess what? All-Stars will have all the good art. Because you know why? Because they didn't rush it. And they didn't decide to be lazy. Okay? I've already said my piece on stream before about this game's art versus All-Stars art. It's ridiculous. Alright. But you said screenshots and All-Stars as well? That's impossible because they... Why would you even do that? Why would you do that? What? Why? I would be so very confused of what... Okay, so something has to be going horribly wrong for them to put screenshots in All-Stars. Absolutely. There's no way. There's no way to do that. I don't, like, I mean horribly wrong as in absolute chaos in that office for that to happen. Because they need to make the, like, they need to make the 3D models and everything too. They need to make the 3D models, they need to make the costumes for the 3D models. So I'm like, why would you just do that when the URs already have good art in All-Stars? So, why would... I don't know. The tang flip, they rotate the orientation of the model. I don't expect them to be lazy with All-Stars, basically, is what I'm saying. If they're lazy with All-Stars, I would be shocked. Because All-Stars art is way too good to really think they'll ever be lazy. Dude, come on! Really? Oh, we're really doing this today, huh? We're really doing this today. Did you think that about this game before? Like what? The art being good? Like when All-Stars became a thing, I already knew. When I saw the art in All-Stars, I could tell the All-Stars art was already better. I could already tell. Like, maybe not immediately, but like, it didn't take that long to tell. You know, the All-Stars art is much better than art in this game. But, like, did I think the art would drop off in this game? No. Because that never happened. That's like a more recent thing. That's definitely a more recent thing that happened. Like, I don't know what's going on in their office over there, but something happened in the past maybe year where they said, alright, we're just gonna like treat this game not as great as we used to. And just see what happens, you know? Think the quality of party cards stay the same? I guess. Normally, URs in this game are alright, at least. They're not usually bad. The only bad ones I've seen were like some of the limited cards and like the costumes. Those were the only art that I felt like these are not good enough. You could have done better. That's where I know they could have done better. I've been playing this game for so long. I know when the quality's not there. I would definitely know. I would know when something's off about the quality of the art. Definitely. But like, you can even like compare the party cards in this game and like All Stars. It's crazy. The difference is crazy. Like, yeah, you could argue, oh, party cards in this game have like 2 girls in it and stuff, but like, okay, but the art is still crazy in All Stars, and it's not crazy like that here. So, all right. If I get the "You Are Here," you get a free Neso Camp. Okay, that's the deal. It's not going to happen. There you go. Congratulations! No free Neso Camp. But DOE. But what? How many Marus does it take to full combo a Master Song? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, but you do it anyway? Okay. Alright, well. You still have 2 choices left. You have the Neso that I never told you who the character was that I got from Nesoverse. Or number 2, the separate Neso that I did post in the other server, but she didn't show up on stream yet. You have 1 of 2 choices here. Why does Cheer Formation like have this thing over it? I don't think there's anything new in here. What? Secret Neso? Alright. Give me a moment, I shall set it up. Alright. Give me a moment. I need to do something else really quick. Alright. Yes, this is the girl I didn't have a neso of before. God, it's freaking hot in my room, dude. I can open the window or something, actually. Alright, let me do that actually. Open the window. Alright. In the basement, how? My room is normally the warmest in the whole house, actually. Now, like, I mean, the door is kept closed. My PC is running for like half the day. So that might contribute to... It's like something's burning outside. No? But yeah, I think the PC contributes to some of the heat too. I'm not too sure. And sometimes even with it off, it doesn't feel cold down here. Oh god, damn it. Okay, wait a minute. Everything's going wrong right now. Wait a minute. I grabbed something to drink again, and I spilled it a little bit. My house on fire? No. What? How would our house be on fire? But like, I have two vents down here too. I have two separate vents because we have like central air in the house. I also have two separate vents down here, which kind of helps too. I haven't needed to turn on, like, I have my own heater down here, but I haven't needed to turn on, like, the single time yet. It's hot, and you said it smelled like it's burning outside. No, it's not from the house. I was just upstairs. I was just upstairs and in the back room. It's not in here. There's no smell like that inside the house. Alright. Let's get this thing set up, okay? Just the upstairs was burning? Yeah, of course. The upstairs was just burning. That was it. That was the issue. And I need to restart this thing again. I feel like ever since I updated this thing, I have to keep, like, restarting this neso can. Well, as nesos are safe as well. Oh, and your family too. My nesos are family. before I do this, let's see. Can you take one last guess on your first attempt of who this might be? It's Nile or Rin. Not even close. Wrong group and wrong year. Tragic. But there you go. Wow, who's that? Who's that? Who's that, huh? How did nobody guess this? I don't understand. She was on a high enough placement on my tier list, though. I'm surprised nobody guessed her. But yeah, this is the secret neso I got. Since Daya is my favorite, third year in Aqua. Maybe let's get a Daya. What does that mean? What costume is that? I think it's Jumping Heart. I think. I'm pretty sure. Am I correct? Oh, well, they just wiped it off the website. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's Jumping Heart down here. Yeah, that's what it is. And you flip her over. What? I'm not doing that while the camera's on. But yeah, it's Jumping Heart Daya. But I'm seriously surprised none of you got this. Just cover it up? What? But yeah, that's your secret neso for you. I'm surprised you didn't guess Daya, because you keep asking for Daya sometimes when I scout. Where'd you get... Well, okay, I remember saying Hanayel before. But where'd you get Ren from? Did you get it from the tier list? Or what? Because I didn't mention Ren at all, like, when I was looking for the Nesos. We never showed a Ren? Huh? Well, no, but, I mean, it didn't guarantee I got her. But, you all lost the game, unfortunately. To be entirely fair, I should have thought Daya. Yes, you lost the game in 2021. Tragic, indeed. I agree. I agree. Imagine losing a game that easy. Couldn't be me. I even said is probably someone you probably wouldn't think of. I already said that. I'm pretty sure I said it was somebody you probably wouldn't think of, and probably Someone I don't mention too much. Imagine losing the game multiple times in stream. You mean across different streams? But you said the. Wait, what did you say about the? I should post a tier list somewhere more convenient. You literally have the video in your DMs. Oh, you meant the game? The game. What is the game? The game. The game? The game? The game? Or you don't know the game? Okay, I'm not. I feel like this is going somewhere where I should know when to stop. I feel like that's what's happening here. Play the game and I'll explain it. But what is the game? What is the game that I'm playing? You didn't explain to me what the game is that I'll be playing. So how would I play the game in that case? Huh? Just hit start. Listen, you did this to yourself. Okay? You did this. I didn't do anything. Alright. Where's the explanation? I played the game. So where's the explanation on the game? So back in school, there was a thing called the game. The rules of the game were simple. If someone remembers the game, they lose. I see this dumb thing where you could be sitting at lunch and one of your friends just says, the game. It was like, God damn it. It's something you can bring up years later. Okay, but What if you don't remember the game? What if you just respawn just saying, what game? Then what? You win? You don't lose? Like ever? Well, then you win. Is that easy? I can't believe it. So when you're just sitting at lunch and then some guy just screams the game and then you're just sitting there just be like, you're just like, what game? Everyone else is like, oh, I can't believe I lost. You're just sitting there like, what a bunch of amateurs. They actually remember. Well, it's Holly's 3 favorite girls. Yeah, Maki, her best girl. I agree. It truly is her best girl. He loves seeing her a lot. I know she's going to watch this VOD, and she's going to say something to me because of this. I already know what's going to happen. Maki and Honk, she loves him to death. I agree. And she said something like that before. She literally told me she's going to watch the VOD because she's not going to be here tonight because she has to work. I mean, I don't think she's here right now. That's what she told me. One question. Can you turn off full support for this one? What? You mean the special effect? Or what? This? Is that what you want? Why? What happens if I do that? You don't mean the skills, right? You mean this right here on the screen, right? Change like 5 good songs to perfects? Yeah, I know what it does, but like, why are you asking me to turn it off for this? Am I missing something? Is there a challenge I'm not aware of? Well, these cards... Wait. Not the cards. These give me... They give me 3 right here anyway, so it doesn't matter. I still get 3 off of these. Yeah. It says right here. So I'll still have some anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't think you can turn those off either. I mean, do you just want to... You want me to keep it off? I mean, I can if you want me to. It doesn't matter. Want to see if it make any difference? I mean, if you want to see any difference, then you would have to make me play with no perfect locks. That's what the difference would probably be. But, there's a point reward for that one, sir. Although you can't even complain about that point reward because that's cheap. It's only 500. Alright. You played a full Nico team? No. Already know. No. Nope. Not in events. Dude. It reminds me, Holly's watching the VODs. Well, you can be her boy, but you're not my boy, because I have no boys. They won't miss you at work? What? Of all things to say. It's allowance day. What does that mean? You just realized something. Hallie isn't here. So very early. I don't even remember which one that is. It's like an ocean of orange. Wow, incredible. It's a meme in Holly's chat. Ooh. Dying ticket. What, she still didn't get the card? After all this time? Nope. She needs to open her wallet in this case, okay? The game only answers when you open your wallet. You did? Well, clearly not enough. Huh? I tapped on that, by the way. That was not me. You can see my finger over top of it in the camera. Wow, this game still sucks. I can't believe it. I mean, it's not like the combo mattered, but still. Why the birthday box with Ellie didn't went with either the UR plus 10 SR or 11 SR plus cars, and she didn't get it. Did she empty the box? On top of all the other scouting she did, I was like 13 cards in the box and had 2 or 3 SRs left, and she was convinced to go for the last 3. Wait, so did she empty? So she actually emptied all the SRs in the box, or did she not? Yes. So she did. Did she reset the box and try again? What's next? Okay. But she didn't empty the actual box. That's another meme in the channel. Then wait, then what else was in the box? If she didn't actually empty the box. A bunch of rares? Oh. Well, you could just reset the box, right? Maybe not. You can't even reset this box. So maybe not. I don't know. This is a birthday box and you can't reset this one, so maybe not. Maybe not. I wish I could use that scouting ticket here. Alright. Time for even more disappointment in my day. My favorite part. Take your guesses. What food might be. So what happened for the Ren box was she had 2 green tickets and she used those first. That threw the math off. There's math? Gaia. Wait, what's in here actually? Let me see. Oh. Ooh. Good selection, actually. Very good selection. Tragic. Not even a UR. Tragic. What was the rates actually? I didn't even look at the rate. I should have looked at that. I just went right past it. Oh well. Alright, what else of the story do you have, sir? Oh wait, I gotta like... Shoot, I forgot. I gotta do this. I need more LP. $10 LP? Not much. Hello? Okay. Okay, that's a big paragraph. Basically, she had like 3 11 pool tickets and a bunch of gems. She had enough to empty the box entirely. The 2 green tickets, the all gem pools, and she had 32 left in the box. But then, I'm gonna break into these, but here we go. I'm not reading. I'm not reading that out loud, okay? Or should I say, oh gosh, I didn't want to have to break into these, but here we go. And at that point, I was absolutely livid. After the first ticket, she was physically groaning in pain. The second ticket, nothing. She was in freak out because she was like, wait, did I miscount? She only had 10 in the box, and you can't use 11 ticket on that. Wait, so... Oh, she had... Okay, never mind. I don't know, I would have used the tickets first, honestly. I would have used the tickets first and then the gems later. I mean, that's just me, though, so... She had to do some stories. Did a single pull, didn't get it. Had to turn the stream off. It magically had a bunch of gems or gems. Okay. Yes, magically. Certainly magically. Just the snap of a finger, she suddenly had more gems. Out of thin air. All because she had to use that second green ticket. Sounds tragic. But luckily, the last time I spent money like that was a long time ago on this game. More like 9 months ago, but you know, close enough. Hey, Romy, how you doing, man? How'd you do on this night? This Friday night? It doesn't feel like Friday to me, honestly. It's kind of weird. Ah! Whatever, it doesn't matter. Of all things to miss. I was organized, so I was re-sleeving my cards. How many cards do you have by now, dude? Don't you have a ton of those things by now? There's another box emptying meme in Alex chat. Remember the event URs? Tickets they were allowing you to get from that one weird event. What? Well, she would do a single song and go back to box. Like, I have 50 of these things. Can't empty the box now, where 50 of those things will only give you like 2 pulls. Kept going back to each song. Can we empty the box now? Pay up! Your actions have no value, only your money does. This is a gacha game. Alright, pray for no Nico period, please. Pray. I need it. Pokemon? I remember the last time I bought Pokemon cards. Been a few years at least. Let me see. Good. Dude, my cards are still sitting in the box. Those Love Live cards are still sitting in the boxes. I never bought like sleeves for them, but you know. It's not that bad of a storage option either, so it's fine. Wow, thanks for singing with us. I like 2 of the boxes of first music release. As a whole, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I got out of that like before I quit my job, because I wanted more. I really wanted more. But you plan on selling your cards or something? Yeah, I'm probably gonna hold on to mine too. I'm not selling anything. Dude, I really cannot imagine myself like selling off that much Love Live stuff. Like, the only way I would sell off like any Love Live stuff, I feel like, is if I absolutely did not want it, or like someone else wanted it more than me, or if I needed the money that badly, which I hope that time does not come. Or if someone's long boxes, I want to play mats and steel boxes, I hope will go up eventually. I think you have to buy. I remember seeing the Niji box on Amazon Japan. I haven't checked that website that we bought the other ones from though. But that's where I saw the Niji box on Amazon Japan. I was going to buy, but you know, I can't right now. Soon. Hopefully. Dude, next time, I'm actually going to take the idea, okay, that you told me, Romy, that we should stream, like, us opening the boxes next time. That'll be pretty fun to do. Can't find any Niji boxes. ECG player, what's that? ECG player. Is that a website you buy those from? Online store. Do they have Love Live anything on here? Oh, they do, I think. Huh. Okay, I should not look at this actually, because I should not look at those. Because eventually I'll just be thinking, oh, I kind of want this. And I should not be buying that right now. Dude, I'm going to, like, next time we, like, open, like, the cards and stuff, I'm going to make sure, like, I get more. Like, how many boxes did I get? 5? I need more than 5. I need more than 5. Well, I need to do research on the cards again, because I want those signed Maru cards. I bought a few signed cards at eBay. May not worth it, but I don't know. I like having them around. I'd rather take the gamble with cards, honestly. Just buy the whole box. You bought more than me? I don't remember how many you bought. Like 3? Maybe? 3 or 4? Yeah, there's a... Especially the rare cards, I'm not selling those. I'm keeping them. I'm definitely keeping them. Like, I looked up the prices, but, you know, I'm still not selling them, even though they're worth some money. They're just buying 5 boxes of Love Life. Seriously, why grab all the booster packs that you wanted? Oh yeah, because I tried to buy more and they were sold out. I only could buy like 2. You took them all. I think those were the ones with the signed cards in it that I got. I think. Yeah, I looked back at the website. I'm like, dang, what happened to the cards? Because there were like 9 of them on here in stock, and then it just went down. I'm like, what happened? I'm hoping, you know, next time I set aside money for doing that, then I could track some more down. Hopefully. Because I want that special one. That special signed Maru. Like the one that has a color on it. Worth a few hundred? Do people actually buy the cards at that price? Or is that just the listing price? I wonder if people actually buy the cards though. If you put it up for a couple hundred. I mean, I think they do. I wouldn't be surprised. Dude, I hate and love the fact at the same time that Love Live stuff like holds about. It really holds their value, or it just increases. I feel like Love Live stuff in general never goes down. I don't even want to imagine, like, if I try to sell some of my stuff, like just merch in general, how much it would go for. People do a low market. Okay. I know I want that signed Maru, but I need to grab a bunch of Niji boxes. That would be a priority for me, though. remember you showed me that signed Konata card. I kind of want that too. You talking about getting the signed Maru card? In fact, you consider it shows how devoted you are for it. I mean, there's a market for it. Yeah, but how many people are like solely seeking a signed Maru card? I don't think it's that many. But yeah, why wouldn't I want a signed Maru card? Like, dude, imagine. Imagine if I had all the signed Maru cards. That'd be perfect. Some people know this card game exists, but people actually play it. Some. Yeah, I don't actually play the game. I just collect the cards. I don't even know how to play the game. Do a market where no one's gonna list for lower than 100. Well, when that time comes, Romy, I will let you know. When I'll start buying those boxes again. Hopefully sometime soon. Hopefully. Because I feel like the more you wait, the harder it is to even get those packs in the first place. After New Year's? Oh yeah, it's not. I don't mean like soon. It'll probably be at least a few months for my end. Because you know, other stuff. But, you know. And keep my eyes out for them as well if you want. Well, I mean, I'm not buying them soon. So you don't really have to. I mean, if they disappear, then they disappear. I can't do anything about it. I just do the research when I know I can get them. But let me check really quickly. There's just one I saved, like. Yeah, they still have it. They still have Niji ones on Amazon Japan. Yeah, they still have them listed. So 7,000 yen is the price. And yeah, it's a booster box, and this, I think this is the first series of them. Oh, deck. Oh, never mind. But then they're going to come out with the other cards eventually, and then that's unfortunately another money sink. But I mean, to be honest, I just want the Chisato cards. Wait a minute, what is this? Oh, never mind. What am I looking at? But yeah, Amazon Japan is the only place I've found them so far. I haven't done like extensive research, but that's the only place right now I've seen them. And other people are posting images like of their cards and stuff, so they are the right ones, at least. Pre-order the Superstar set. I thought they didn't have. Wait. I thought they didn't have the boxes yet. I know they had like the trial decks, but I thought they didn't have the boxes yet. I said pre-order, but I don't remember seeing it at all. Like, not even for pre-order. I thought it was just the trial decks were the only ones in existence. I don't remember seeing like Any box announcements or anything? Basic note says printed to oblivion. Yes, let me pre-order so little that I can inflate the market price for my cards. What a great idea. Let me only pre-order 2 boxes for my entire store, so I can price the boxes at $200 each, and the signed cards will be $300. It's more controlled as opposed to Magic Gathering, where they do it in waves. Wow. I would hope they like reprint some cards one day. Maybe. Maybe. They should just like come out with a box of like reprinted cards. Hopefully. Alright, let me actually play this game, okay? I've been yapping enough. I should do reprints but super rare. Dude, do I need to like watch it like a hawk or something? Jeez. Just for some cards, I gotta do all that. But it'll be worth it if I get the signed Maru, so maybe. Okay. You know what I realized actually? That means one day they'll make a card out of this art right here. And I'll need that. I'll need that immediately. Dang, dudes. I would 100% buy so many boxes just so I can guarantee myself to get that card. I will sell my very soul for that card. What's next? Okay. SIF 9 anniversary set. Huh? I don't think they made a card of this yet, right? I don't think so. Oh, I need to... Keep forgetting to do this. Dude, why can't you just, like, buy the boxes directly from them? I don't understand. Why don't he let you do that? Why do you have to, like, track down this stuff? I don't understand. I just want to buy the boxes. You take my money. It's not that hard. I don't think they even sell them on the Bushiroad shop, but they do in Japan for some reason, I think. Is it popular here as Magical Yu-Gi-Oh is? Otherwise, you can go down to Walmart and get them. I thought they stopped selling those actually because people kept scalping the cards. I don't know, I haven't bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards in like a million years, so I don't freaking know. I remember hearing about that though. Like there would be a line of people when Walmart opened, and they would like rush over to the card aisle. I was seeing a video, it was so stupid. Oh boy. Like they would actually like run. You would think somebody was chasing after them with a gun. Like they were running to that card aisle and just grabbing everything. They could shove everything in that card. Like crazy. They're just sending a link in the chat. Sure. And you usually don't have to ask as long as it's not something crazy. Did someone get shot at a Target? Oh, Pokemon cards. I don't remember reading that. I don't remember reading that anywhere. Wow, that's a long freaking link. Good lord. What is this? Well, they have a box? Oh, okay. When does this come out then? Oh, January 31st and Monday. Okay. Wait, then what's the art? What would the art be on the cards? I don't think they have enough art to make a whole box, do they? I don't know. Oh, release date December 10th. That's today! Oh, okay. That's today. He was scalping AC cards? Are they scalping like the popular villagers again, or just all of them in general? I remember one, I don't remember what the villager was, but I remember one of them got popular again. Like one of the new ones. And for screenshots. To be fair, most of Normal has still 5 screenshots. Wait, dude, there's no way they're gonna put screenshots on the cards. Come on, man. They're gonna pull a SIF again. They'll probably put, dude, they'll probably put screenshots on the rares. Now you say that. On the rare cards, I wouldn't put it past him at this point. I would not put it past him. Put screenshots on the rare cards. Seeing what they did to this game, I wouldn't doubt it. If he showed me they did that, I would not be surprised. The packs, it retails $6 and it's selling at 15 plus. Why though? Like, the cards don't do like I don't know. Like, unless you're like a collector, like the cards don't really do that much. I don't think, right? Unless they updated it, but it's just the guarantee of Villager to show up, right? That's how it used to be, at least. That's why I did with my cards. And I didn't do anything else with them after that. Like nothing. Other than showing up to camp and talk to them. I'm like, why? And they show us yours and like, wait, I've seen these. And pull out the boxes and show the arts. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, so does that mean they'll put new art on the cards? And those will be future cards in this game? Is that what this means? Interesting. Very interesting. Well, you only find out when the card list comes out. Alright, let me play this. How was that a miss? I hate this game. What the heck was that? What? I didn't do that. Dude, come on, really? Why? The game really did not want me to have this. Crazy. A usual night on the Devi Star stream. Alright. I have enough LP for 2 more? And live arena? Match? Ah. 10 OP again. Okay. Sure. That means nothing, but sure. Easy peasy. Go on, Storm. Are you doing a drug deal to my own chat? I can't believe it. Already? That was quick. Oh, we need another song for that. Life is one hell of a drug. Well, you're not wrong, actually. Easy peasy, right? There's always I have two choices in life. I can either spend money on magic cards or do drugs. I can choose a more expensive option. But wouldn't they both be drugs at the end of the day? You understand the high I get when I get Love Life merch through the mail and I start opening that package and I see my stuff? It's basically drugs. I got one ticket off of that? Okay. Ooh. Love that song. If you understand how good it feels to force a will a turn 1 chalice of the void. Am I supposed to know what that means? Because I don't. But I'm supposed to be getting more merch soon, actually. Let me check. Make sure I remember what's in this thing in the first place. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. What was in here? Clear files. I thought about when I get this stuff. I thought about opening on stream. Actually, I thought about it, but I don't know how would I do that though, because I'm not going to show myself on stream doing it. It might be kind of difficult, a little bit, maybe. Merch or packs? No, it's just merch. I didn't buy any cards or anything like that. It's just merch. Wear a face mask in my own room? What? Yes, I'll wear a face mask in my own room, in my own house. Man, I have to do a merch unboxing stream. No, I don't even have enough merch coming in right now for that. So, no, it's not gonna happen. Hand cam, that crotch cam? Excuse me. This is a SIF stream, sir. Did you come by the wrong stream? I'm sorry. I'm the girls with crotches. Hello, Ritzy. I'm not your poppy, though. I am still not. They didn't want to show face, but okay. I don't know. I might just unbox them and like just show them on the camera. I could just unbox them off the camera and just show it on the camera. Like, I only show. I've been streaming for years. Okay, I only showed my face on my own stream once. Only once. That was a year ago. Just that one time. Well, you don't even count. You see me plenty of times in person. You had the luxury of that, sir. Everyone else did not. Grab a picture, hand him on his face, and tape it to your head. No. You think I'm that insane? You might be that insane, but I am not. Dang, this song is old. It still shocks me a little bit how old this song is. How many people do you have for the Smash tournament? Let's see. 17. Yeah, I found someone who wanted to adopt my Chikatera. I didn't even know you had a Chikatera. What? Why do you have a Chikatera? Is it ultimate? Yes, it is. Long story? Shoot, if I had the money, I would have taken it. Honestly. Go in the poll. You get a Pokeball tournament. No. It's normal tournament rules. That's what got the most votes. No. Alright. That shall be all for tonight. Okay? But before you guys go, stay by the stream for a moment, because I'm trying to see, like, if I'm able to raid anyone. At least with the callouts. Dude, do you like refresh the user list in chat or something? Like, do you just keep a window up just refreshing the list? Like, I don't understand. You take a peek every now and then? Why? Even I don't even look at it. Like, what? What in the world? Okay, well, I guess no raid today. The strange title. Alright, well. Oh well. Such is a tragedy. Alright, but you already know what tomorrow's stream is. Tomorrow will be the Smash Tournament stream. And the next SIF stream is like Monday, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, it is Monday, okay. We get chained by Luigi. What does that mean? What? What does that mean? Zero to death? I have been before. In a offline tournament setting. And that was the only time I felt like I was not outplayed. Whoops. And I just got cheated. Because it was pretty freaking stupid. I hope it happens again. Well, it's not going to happen. I know how to deal with it. It's not going to happen again. You know what I did to deal with it? I ran away. I did not let him grab me a single time across 2 games. He did not grab me a single time. Because I ran away for 7 minutes. And guess what? I won. Because you know what? Just don't get grabbed. That's what I did. I did not get grabbed a single time across 2 games versus that Luigi. I already knew. I said, I'm not dealing with this nonsense. You're not hitting me with this ever again. So, that's what happened. Alright. Well, you know. But you do know I'm not playing in the tournament, right? So, you won't see me play in the first place. But, yeah. Stream's over. Y'all can enjoy the rest of your nights doing something else. Okay? Have you join if I can't be in chat donating subs or something. Do not do that. Just sit back and enjoy the stream. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything else. You can just exist in the chat. And that's it. Hope the Marus? Of course. There's your first poke. She said the same thing twice. Oh yeah, before I forget actually. Make sure you say goodnight to Daya, okay? Alright. Well, then you guys come by the stream, and Shuka's not even in the camera right now. And thank you guys for thank you guys for coming by the stream, and I will see you next time.
マルはルビーちゃんと仲良くしてもらってるんだ。